That doesn't start very well. Do you know why?
No, but I know that if I forget to prime the fuel pump / intentionally don't prime the fuel pump, then it works good.
That's kind of weird.
That is weird. I have a funny feeling. The chat we were having about fuel the other day might be on the money.
What chat was that?
We were saying we might have up fuel regulator or fuel return.
Possibly. We've got quite a bit of vibration here. We're going to test out the GoPro 8's ability to stabilize. So what kind of car is this?
So this is a HA22S, also known as the Alto no one likes.
Why is it the Alto no one likes?
I don't know, actually. I personally like them. That's why I bought one. I think the other ones look a bit manky compared to this, but I don't know, I guess it's the heaviest, up until they made the new one. Heaviest of the Altos, could be one reason. The red line's pretty low compared to a lot of the older ones.
What would the red line be for those that can't see it? Oh, actually, I can film it.
Well, red line is it's 7.5, but if you get there, the motor feels like it's trying to spin itself apart, and you don't have any power anymore. Power kind of dies in the arse after about 6,000.
Even with the new turbo?
Even with the new turbo.
Okay.
It's just, if you look at the power curve from factory, they're like, I think it's 130 arbitrary torque units at around somewhere 4.5 to 5.5, and then after that it's because they've got the 64 horsepower limit, right? So they've given it torque lower in the RPM range where boring people use it, but then to limit the horsepower they've just made the torque curve fall off a cliff.
I see. Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Kaza, also known as Kieran.
Where are you from?
I'm from the wrong side of Australia, also known as WA, Perth.
Western Australia?
Western Australia. Great place, don't go there.
What brought you to Japan?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
The long version, we got minutes.
Oh, we've got minutes. Pokemon. Yeah, when I was a kid, I played Pokemon and was like, that's pretty cool. And then I started liking Japanese stuff and was like, wow, anime is pretty cool. Japanese video games are pretty cool. This country must be rad. Then after school, got some money, came to Japan on a holiday and thought, Japan's pretty cool. I might do a working holiday there. Finished uni, came for a working holiday for 6 months. And
how old were you then?
25-ish. Let's go with that. Mid-20s. Let's go with a non-committal answer.
Mid-20s?
Yeah, mid-20s.
Clint Eastwood in his mid-20s.
Yeah, in my mid-20s I came over, eh?
Goodbye.
That was a good noise. Yeah, it was meant to be a sort of a 6-ish month working holiday, and 6 years later I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the case.
Yeah, no.
You came over on a working holiday visa.
Yep.
Because Australians can do that, Americans can't. Canadians can too, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. That or all the Canadians I've met working places are illegal immigrants. So.
That's possible too.
That is.
Damn
Canadians.
So after you did your... How long were you on your working holiday visa for?
It was meant to be 6 months, then I decided to extend it. Just quickly, are we going straight or left?
Left, sorry.
Good old...
You extended it, but
yeah,
the max for a working holiday visa is 1.5 years.
Yep. So after 1.5 years, I went and did the white person thing of getting an English teacher job.
Oh, okay.
And that got me the pleb visa.
So you got a pleb visa, you mean a working visa?
Yes.
Sponsored by the company that you work for?
Yep.
Let's test out the aircon in this thing. How does the aircon work?
It works by making the motor not provide any power.
Well, we're not in a hurry anyway, so...
I'm always in a hurry.
Okay. All right, let's get a view of that.
I like my old 1990s switchgear.
I quite like that as well. It's very, very similar to the Every.
It's very similar to the Every car made in the 90s in Japan.
Cup holders.
More cup holders here.
A glove box.
Got more cup holders here.
Cup holder in the back. Yep. Okay, cool.
That's for your 2 rear passengers.
Excellent.
Who sit right over the diff, so that makes it extremely uncomfortable for them. The HA22S is the last of the Altos before they brought it back to life with whatever the current one is.
The HA36.
Yeah, HA36.
That's what Eric has got. Eric has got one of those. Do you like the HA36?
I think they look tough. I've never driven one, so I don't really know. But looking at the spec sheet, which we all know is the most important thing.
Yeah, the 64 horsepower. Yeah.
Yeah, the 64 horsepower. I mean, the way that K cars get quote unquote fast and the way that they stay fun is by being light, and the 36 on paper looks a bit heavy.
All right.
But never driven one, can't say.
But back to this car. This is HA22S. I believe there's two HA22Ss, isn't there?
There's two. There's this one, which has VVTi.
Is this the first one or the second one?
This is first one. So
So
this
first
is,
gen, the Zenki.
Zenki, yeah, if we want to use the rad JDM terms.
JDM, all of the things.
yeah.
Zenki HA22S. And what makes it different from the Koki HA22S?
It's got red seats.
Not just that. More importantly,
it's got VVTi.
VVT, is it I or is it just VVT?
Define the difference.
Variable valve timing and then I.
Yes, let's go with VVT. So I'm technically.
I think it's VVT. When I
yeah,
did
VVT.
when
probably.
you asked me to research this car a bit, and I did, and yeah, I couldn't find anything with VVTi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
VVT, variable valve timing.
Yep. As far as I'm aware, it does very little actually, and it makes getting parts harder because very few turbo K6As had it, which means that your cover plate and your rocker cover gaskets and your rocker cover and everything's all different and annoying to get.
Is it all specific to this one car, or did they have this engine in a Jimny, for example?
I'm not sure. I can tell you that it's kind of frustrating to get gaskets for the top of this motor.
I do know that if you search HA22S on Yahoo Auction, you often get Koki instead of Zenki stuff.
Yep.
Because they were a lot more common. We need to go right up here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like finding N2 computers and Suzuki Works computers and performance parts and stuff that are sort of electrical. They're pretty easy to find for the Zenki, for the Corki, sorry. The Zenki, they're pretty rare, and I think that comes down to the Zenki was only around for a year or two, I think. And also, no one could be bothered with the programming of VVT.
Well, Monster did do it.
They did, but I think it
Limited
came pretty.
run,
Yeah,
right?
I think it came pretty late in the game, judging by the number of units that are around.
Well, that and the fact that the K6A that is in the Koki is shared by the Jimny, and it's basically the same setup as EA21R Cappuccino. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be plug and play to do it, I wouldn't have thought, but if you wanted to use an HA22 Koki ECU in a Cappuccino, I don't see why you couldn't do that. I imagine that the sensors are going to be the same.
I imagine your cams might be different potentially.
That's going to be a running issue, maybe an idling issue, but I don't think that's going to stop the thing from running.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you left here because
that road's
we're
around.
going to run over this cyclist, and we don't like cyclists. Yeah. Well, all the junk in the back. One thing
That's the stuff in the back. Yeah, let's talk about that. So the sign of a really reliable car is a car that carries all of the broken parts and sheet that's come out of it in the trunk.
Okay, well that's actually because you don't have a garage to put them in.
Yeah, that too.
But one thing that I noticed when I drove this car is just the amount of grip you get, corner grip, is very, very impressive.
Yeah, that could have something to do with the actual genuine, good, adjustable Suzuki Sport suspension on it, which is, all rusted on full hard, apart from one corner, which is still adjustable. So that could actually have something to do with the shocks being unadjustable now, but actually still being in good nick.
I wonder if we shouldn't try and remedy that while we're waiting for the car to cool down today.
Yeah, remedy whatever you want. There's plenty to remedy.
That's it. All of you, please apply all remedies.
Yes. Look, I think we both know that the smart thing would have been to throw this in the bin and get a different one.
I disagree. I like this car.
I love this car. It's like we were saying, it's the least popular of the Altos, and I don't get it. It's got the best interior to me of any of the Altos. It's got quite a bit of room.
Seat is all the way back. I'm 5'9", and I cannot touch the end. So, even if tippy toes, I can't touch, maybe a little bit. Only just touch the end there. So if I was 6 foot or something, I guess my knees would be here. So how tall are you?
I'm 6'1", 6'2".
6'1", and that's what you get.
Yeah, and look at the headroom.
Headroom is not an issue. Yeah, 5'9". I've got plenty of room here. I don't need this camera. Look, there we go. That's easy. But what I wanted to highlight was this. You lose a lot of room by that armrest that doesn't need to be there. You could have a lot more space. Like in a C chassis, they just have that flat door card.
Yeah, that's true.
See that? This is nice. Not ragging on it. It's nice. It works. It's got the pocket. Yeah, it's great for your arm. But it does cut into space. You said it's the most spacious. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. We've got a little thing in there too.
If you include the boot and the back seat, I think it is.
See the cappuccino over here?
Yeah, rad. Let's go steal it.
See that? Just chilling there. Every time I drive past it, I think I'll go and talk to him. Oh, there's a chicken just randomly. This guy keeps birds, and there's a chicken just chilling out. Okay, whatever. There's Shaft Auto Service R34s.
Having looked at the other Altos, I think this rear seat and boot combo make this the one with the most storage space.
And stop for me. Just hazard. The thing about Japan is you can just stop anywhere you like, throw your hazards on, and you're good. Right, I'm going to do this. A bit of acrobatic. Oh, wait a minute. I locked the door. And okay, so.
Are you going to hop in the back behind yourself?
I am. So we're going to do all the seat slides forward. Okay. All right. This is just. I'm going to test. Oh, geez. Close that door. Seats all the way back.
Yep. Don't go any further back. Let's
just put a bit of a recline on it. Oh yeah. Okay. So we'll. Again, I'm 5'9".
Seats fully back?
Fully seat back with recline on it. And, I mean, I wouldn't want to be 6 foot in here because that's about all I get. But I am in... oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that's rad, isn't it?
That is cool.
That's where I keep my jumper cables.
And that's got clips on it and stuff. That's rad.
Yeah, the amount of storage in this thing is nuts. It's got so many cubby holes.
What's that hole for?
I imagine if you... I don't know, stuff that's too tall, maybe you can stick an umbrella in there.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah, there's one over here too. That's great. You don't have a parcel shelf. Did it ever have one?
Maybe. Let's go with a definite maybe.
I mean, you can definitely get one because it's got the clips for it.
Yeah, well, this car didn't have it when I got it. Maybe it was an option. Maybe someone decided to do rad weight reduction.
Headroom in the back is plenty. We'll talk about the seat belts. Seat belts can go up and down. Check that out. This is not just Gaijin in a car. This is K-car reviews, mate.
Yeah, we should do more of those.
Go and steal K-cars and drive them around.
Making it sound like I'm involved in your creative process.
Oh, look, there's just a spare ECU under the seat because, of course.
That's the one that has the 66% success rate in that it runs 2 of the cylinders.
It's got "rah" written on it.
Yeah, rah. That's the noise the motor makes. That's the noise the motor makes running on 2 cylinders.
Rah. Let's check out these cup holders. It's shaped like a bear. Isn't that cute?
That is pretty cute.
Yes. Right. I'm going to get back into
the fronto.
So if I'm in the back, go like that. Yep. Yep.
Do you want a heat tread for a turbo?
No, put that in the back. That's convenient. Hey, Dave, get me a beer. Yeah, no worries. Just out of the esky in the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the trunk's not stupidly small either.
Trunk. It's a boot, you dickhead. All right. Oh, the mechanical engineers that just heard that, they cringed. I smell coolant.
I also smell coolant. That is why we are buying coolant.
Hang on, seatbelt.
Oh yeah, true.
There we go. Okay.
Don't tell the police.
Absolute slush box over here because of...
That's a gear, like,
there's
somewhere.
A bush missing from in there and he hasn't replaced it yet. So that's why that's slushy. Turn this off.
To be fair, I think it's pretty slushy, just always. I think the bush has made it worse, or improved its badness.
Improved the badness.
But seeing as one of the most searched for things in this car is shift kits and stuff like that, I think it might be a common thread.
What do you do? What's your job? Are you allowed to talk about
Nah,
that?
it's a secret, bruh.
Is it?
We'll just say, look, I work for an international company in Tokyo. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. International company in Tokyo.
Yep.
All right.
It's a thing. Like, my Japanese is not bad, but it's not good enough to work in a fully Japanese environment, so I work in a semi-bilingual role. Fun job most of the time. Sometimes not. It's a job. Eh.
Okay, all right.
It pays the bills.
The people want to know, what is your favorite food?
What's my favorite food?
In Japan. Favorite Japanese food?
Favorite Japanese food. There's one specific shop up where I used to live in the mountains when I was bumming around up there, called Chit, and they do the best tonkatsu.
So tonkatsu is your favorite food?
Tonkatsu.
Tonkatsu.
But that specific one. Other than that, yeah, there's lots of things I like. But tonkatsu is pretty good.
Tonkatsu.
How can you go wrong with deep fried pork schnitzel?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
With Japanese quality.
It works. Favorite Japanese snack?
This shit's hard. You know, some of the chip flavors here in Japan are pretty good. Favorite snack? Jeez, that's hard. You know what I really like?
Not yet. We're hoping. We're really hoping you'll give us an answer sometime before.
Before we all die.
Yeah.
It would help if I took that off the seatbelt first.
It might.
Calorie Mate. I love me some Calorie Mate.
You like Calorie Mates?
Yeah.
Okay. For those that don't know, it's a dry little biscuit with exactly 100 calories.
Yeah. So like when I'm like, hey, I'm peckish.
That's a microphone.
Hi guys.
Oh Jesus.
rather than go eat something that's actually not going to fill me, I go get a Calorie Mate because they're cheap.
I see.
And I quite like the flavour. And they're in Metal Gear Solid, and it's funny.
Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
What? They're in Metal Gear Solid.
There's product placement. So when I found out it was a real thing on my first holiday, I was like, mind blown.
We're allowed to film, so we're doing it.
But not people's faces.
Yeah, I'm really good with the old blur technique, so. Oh, jeez. All right, what do we got? We got batteries, we got wiper blades, we got cleaning stuff. Yep, all your, brake fluid. Power steering fluid stop leak.
Just fill it up with that, you'll be right.
Yeah, just fill your just run that in your power steering. That's great.
Yeah, let's do that further.
Car washing shite. More car washing stuff. Some phone holders and adapters and things. Floor mats, more car washing stuff. That's one of my favorite products is invisible glass. If you want to sponsor me, you know, look me up, you know where to find me. And we've done a loop, so we need to go back over here. What do we get? A folding bucket? That's pretty rad. That's got some weight to it. What is this thing? It's a yellow hat clip. That's pretty cool. This is for in the bath, and then they've got your shower seat because you need a yellow hat shower seat. And is that a tire? Oh, it's like a. It's actually. It's kind of like a juggling ball. It's full of beans. That's pretty rad. And they got a little one. That's a pen cozy. How odd. Right, we've got more phone holder stuff. Is that auto? No. Never mind. Yep. Okay. We've got air filters, oil filters. We've got oil, like your special, well, you know what you're looking at. Then we've got oil over here. What's a comparison? What do we got? Mobile 5W30 is going to be 6580 in your one-to-one conversions. Going cruising around. Castrol GTX DC Turbo 2580, if you're wondering.
Well, when I ran in the motor that died.
Well, that's what I used to. That's what I normally run in the every van as well.
Yeah, cheap. You can only get it at half that price.
Yeah, oils ain't oils. We've got reversing cameras, navigation. That's a big screen. Look at the price of it though. Holy shite. That's fantastic. Look at the size of that thing. Nice. Does it fold in? Yeah, it's a doubled in unit, looks like. I wonder if it folds in. Might not.
Probably not.
Yep, navigation, radar detectors. Radar detectors, navigation systems. Navigation systems. Navigation system. A little bit of Kenwood car audio here. Yep. Here's the paint section. It's pretty intensive. That is literally all you get. Some. What's this? What would you call this? This is like the audio adapter. We've got some, yeah, audio adapter section. Smelly shit, because you need smelly shit.
You're doing my car.
Jacks. We got a rattle gun. $200 for a cordless rattle gun. Yep. That's pretty cool. All of your flare needs in one location. Yep, okay, we got that. Yep. Small tool selection. AC adapters for the car. Inverters, more smelly stuff, some buckets. Yep. Internal air filter. Lighting of all your lighting needs. Steering wheel covers. Little pockets. We've got bars and that's tint you can buy. Scuba Steves, if you didn't know what those, the actual name of these is Scuba Steve, just in case you wanted to know. Horns. Oh, it doesn't work. Don't buy number 8, it's broken. Which one did you like the most?
Me?
I'm kind of tempted to just... Nah, never mind.
I liked 7 because it sounded wonky.
7 did. Jesus. Okay, alright, well, that's enough of that. Electrical. That's a decent selection of plastic removing clips, and it comes with a bag.
Just use a screwdriver.
No, because it damages the plastic.
Yeah, you can understand.
Shock non tape. Right, and that's it. We're done. And that's the yellow hat. You can get some virus off for your car. Pop the hood. That's what you want to look at. If you see that, then it's VVTI.
Or VVT.
Or VVT,
Yet to be Googled.
There's your idle setting, timing, and spark plug reference chart. ABS. Yep. Down into the abyss. There's the trunk space. That's got, yeah, that's pretty decent. Oh, the seats fold flat. Fold down seats. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult are they to work on? This one. Because you've had the engine out of this.
Yeah, I pulled the engine out. I tried to do a lot of work with the motor in the car. You can't get with the VVT. You can't get the cams out with the motor in the car.
Really?
Maybe you can. I couldn't. Maybe someone more intelligent and betterer than me can. It's not too bad. It's just a little. Some of the places that they put stuff, because it's platform sharing, are in annoying places. But it's, yeah. I've worked on enough cars to know that nothing's easy, but certainly my MX-5 back in Australia was less frustrating than this.
So this is more frustrating than an MX-5. Which MX-5 do you have?
NA first gen 1.6.
Okay. Why is this more frustrating?
Less room in the places you need to access stuff. You need to pull more shit apart to get to the pieces you need. A lot of the time you're like, oh, I just need to do X simple thing. Oh, great. Half of the air conditioning system needs to be just like
moved out of the way,
unhooked and gingerly tucked out of the way in a manner that doesn't crack the pipes.
Well, have you done a water pump on this?
Oh, when the motor was out, yeah.
Okay.
So water pump, I don't think you could probably do that in the car.
You changed the turbo. How was that?
You have to take the radiator out, which means you need to dig around with the aircon. It wasn't too bad. Took an afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I see.
It's like, you know, it's like if I had a better place to work on it, I would probably enjoy working on it more than I do.
McDonald's just there.
Sick. I'll follow the McDelivery.
Oh yeah, well, like, where's McDonald's? Follow that bike.
But yeah, no, it's not the easiest car to work on. It's not the worst. The most annoying thing is that because it's the Zenki and there's no documentation on it, figuring out how to do X, Y, Z is quite annoying. You want to know torque settings?
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah, good luck. You want to know, what was it? Oh, you want to know how to reset the ECU when you clean out the throttle body? Yeah, that's 3 or 4 days of Googling, etc. So.
But what about new parts? If you go to Suzuki, do they have all of the parts, or
currently, yeah, there's not much that I haven't been able to get yet. Apart from one thing that's a bit difficult to get is the stickers.
The stickers?
Yeah, the stickers are actually a little bit of a...
I mean, stickers are not really... You could get them printed, but
yeah.
Like a head gasket, you can't really just... Is the head gasket different from VVT to non-VVT? I keep wanting to say VVTi.
Yeah, that's what I did earlier in the clip, right?
Does anybody...
That's a good question. I believe yes.
It's different. So the head is completely different.
I believe yes.
Is the block different? That's a part number searching adventure.
I guess we're going to be removing the motor this afternoon.
Yeah, no. Go on to Megazip and just check part numbers. Most people don't go onto Megazip and go, what else does this fit? Because you know,
that's your job.
They ask me what else fits. That might be an okay shot.
Maybe.
Similar to what we had before. Yeah, licenses before the GoPro 8. This keeps saying that it's repairing files and turning itself off with a Band-Aid on the screen. My license, yes, there was a intersection, right?
Yep.
I pull up to this intersection. I stop, and there's a cop over there. I didn't have to stop, but I stopped because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go straight or turn left. So I stopped, and the cop went round the corner off that way. And I thought, okay, I'll just go straight. So I go straight through this section, and then the cop is waiting on the other side of the road, pulls me over and goes, you can't go straight through that intersection. Why not? Oh, there's a sign you have to turn left between 8 and 4. what time is it? 3:55? What? I just looked at him. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Yeah, they knew I was going to do it, and instead of instructing me, saying, no, don't make the mistake. It's obviously going to be dangerous if you go straight through. So don't go straight through, turn left. Instead of standing there and directing me, instead of doing that, they waited for me to catch me so they could take points off my license and take money from me. Absolute
Yeah, I had a similar thing, although I just got yelled at by an old man. I've been driving the wrong way up a one-way road for about 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah, because there is a sign that instructs you that you're not allowed to turn left onto that road, but it's currently inside a bush.
Oh, they didn't cut the trees.
Yes. So that was great. So I got grumped at. I've turned the aircon off because my car started struggling to make it up the hill for some reason.
It'll be fine, more revs. Clutch in. Do a skid.
Yeah, skids this car does not do.
Full drive, no. What?
But it's not self-centering anymore.
That's because your bushes are all completely rooted.
Well, it was until a couple of minutes ago. So
You're in second.
I'm in
Uh-oh.
the wrong gear. Something here has gone.
Rev the crap out of it. Yep, you're in the wrong gear. You're in third.
First, we need to turn the aircon off, dude. Just let me try to get us going. Try to limp us home.
Do you want me to intervene? Because you're just sort of staring at it like,
Yeah,
what do I do? Well, first off, we have to get to the shift linkaging. Because we've got a shift linkage issue. Because you didn't fix the thing that you needed to fix. And it's finally itself. What are you in?
Fifth by the feeling of it.
Third. You're in third. You can't get to second gear.
Maybe we can get to second. Hang on. Try second.
Okay. That'll be fourth, probably.
Yep.
That's fourth. You're gonna have to just do that.
Bye-bye clutch.
Well, how does that come out? Pull? Or is there screws?
There's screws somewhere.
There's no screws there, no screws there, screws on the side. The grey part.
Why the fuck is it done that?
Not enough accelerator, dude.
Yeah.
We're talking 3.5, 4.
Give that a shot.
Uh-oh, can't put the window down because the camera is now on the window. Rev the crap out of it. Go! There you go. Keep it up, keep it up. Rev it, rev it, rev it, rev it, rev it. We're in third. We're driving around it.
Dude, you're brave having the window open.
Why?
Because your camera's going to fly out of it.
It'll be fine. It's a GoPro, remember? High quality product. Oh, absolute junk.
Speaking of junk, my car.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's exciting.
That's exciting.
Like, that's inside a gear. So
10 out of 10. I'm worried if I slap it that far too far, I'm going to end up in reverse.
yeah, well, don't wiggle it. Rev it. There you go.
Good thing that we got the VVT model for the extra torque.
Hey, yeah. You might have lost your front cable. You clutch in, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't even get into fifth. Fifth is not there. Fifth is locked out.
So one of the cables might have snapped.
You won't have snapped a cable.
Hope not.
Which gear are you in now?
Third, I think. Yes.
Third. Right, we got third. Third gear works.
BMW,
Come on.
move!
Let's go.
Move!
Get away.
I drive one of those,
Road
but not on
rage.
stilts.
Road rage. Boost.
I'm just gonna gently hold that.
Normally I bring snacks for Gaijin in the car, but not today because we're completely unprepared, and that's pretty much the theme of the day.
That is the theme of the day.
Being unprepared. We could technically push it from here. So it's fine. We're going to be all right. It's kind of scary to go back because do you go into second or fourth?
Fourth.
Are you sure?
I tried it, yeah, because I was like, well, I can't get up this hill in third. Let's try what's behind it. And, nope, that's worse, so that must be fourth.
Downhill's good.
Shit.
Stopping again. Stoppy.
Yeah, that's not why it's called Stoppy. Do you know why he is called Stoppy? Apart from the fact that he never seems to work quite right.
Because he's kept stopping because the electrical connector in the engine bay was not connected.
No, that's how he continued to have the name. Originally when I bought him, so I bought him, right?
Can I just say I'm glad I wasn't driving it when that broke? Because that would have broken while I was driving it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna blame that that dude in the shit brown car.
I don't remember the shit brown car.
Remember the one that nearly, like, low speed T-boned us?
Was that a dude? I thought that was an old woman.
I don't know.
That was a mobilo or mobility.
Oh. But yeah, anyway, I bought the car near Tsukuba and was driving it back to Nagano. And got halfway up Harunoyama without realizing that I was actually going up Harunoyama. And the engine just stopped. Which was good. I got it to the top of the mountain and just pulled over on the side of the road for a little bit of a rest. I was like, driving in Japan's epic. And then I went to turn the car back on and yeah, no dice. And then 5 minutes later, I came back to it.
Well, how are you going to call it stoppy if it just wouldn't start? That's non-starty, not stoppy.
Because on the way home from that,
You've forgotten you're in third. Rev it.
So, good thing I bought a new clutch.
Well, I mean, doing that once is not going to ruin it. Let's just put it in the thing.
Can we? I don't know if we can get to reverse.
That's good point.
No,
that's fifth.
We cannot get.
That's fourth.
Yes, that's fourth. So that is third, and this is fourth. So.
You better go over that way a bit.
Yes.
Because you can't go backwards. Why don't I just push you backwards?
Yeah, that works.
Push you backwards. Okay, that was interesting.
That was, wasn't it?
That was fun. Okay. And this has been Gaijin in a car.